Hi, I'm Bob Scribano, the CEO and founder of Assets and Aging. For over 30 years, assisting seniors and the families of seniors find the solutions to the issues of aging. Remember, I'm not an attorney. I don't practice law. I don't give legal advice. And everything we talk about here is our opinion only and is based on current rules and regulations. If you need legal advice, you should consult an elder law attorney. And I happen to have one with me, and he is...
Thank you, Bob. I'm Gary Lieberman. I'm an elder law attorney. I've been in private practice of law for 33 years. The main focus of our practice is estate planning, asset protection planning for seniors.
We're going to talk about something that almost no one has ever heard about. It's called a personal care contract or a life care contract. And I want to tell a little story to explain it. And this is a very common story. It happens a lot. It happens a lot in Gary's practice. It happens a lot with my clients. And if you're single, you especially need to listen to this. Mom starts to fail a little bit. She's just getting a little older, and it's hard for her to be alone. And she moves in with the daughter. Now, it could be the other way around. Maybe the daughter moved in with mom, or the granddaughter, or the niece, or whoever it is. But mom moved into daughter's house, and mom makes $1,000, $1,200 a month in Social Security. And in exchange for the daughter taking care of her, and the utilities, and the room and board, and the food, and the transportation, every month mom gives the daughter $1,000 a month. And this goes on for a year or two, and it's fine. And it works out well, and there's a little grandma complex in the back, and the grandkids, it all is working out fine. And then mom starts to kind of lose it a little bit. She becomes more frail, she becomes more confused, and pretty soon the daughter is taking care of mom's affairs, and she pays mom's bills, and she takes mom to the doctor, and all of those kinds of things. But she continues to pay herself $1,000 a month because they had an agreement to do that. They had sat down and agreed that that was fair. And so daughter continued to write checks out of mom's checking account for the $1,000 because they had agreed to it. It was okay with everybody. By now, mom doesn't know, daughter doesn't recognize where she is, but she's still living there. All of a sudden, one day, there's a knock at the door. And Gary, who's the knock at the door from?
The knock at the door is Adult Protective Services.
And who are they, and why are they there?
Well, Adult Protective Services is a county or state agency that is charged with the responsibility of protecting seniors who may be not being cared for properly or may be being abused financially. And their job is to investigate and determine if there's any criminal or civil wrongdoing.
And what are they upset about? Why are they, what do they wonder what's going on here? Why are they here?
Well, they're upset because someone reported to them that the daughter, in your example, is improperly taking mom's money.
And who could that be? I mean, who would do such a terrible thing? Who did that?
Well, oftentimes it's the bank. The banks are what we call mandated reporters, and if they suspect any wrongdoing, they're mandated by law to make a report. It could be the pizza delivery man, it could be a neighbor, it could be the local grocer. Anyone can report potential wrongdoing to Adult Protective Services.
Could be a caregiver, could be a doctor, could be a visiting nurse, it could be anybody. In fact, some of them are mandated reporters, aren't they? And they must do it.
Yes.
Okay, so what's that person likely to ask? What do they want to know?
Well, by the way, let me mention too, it doesn't just apply to relatives. It could be anyone caring for someone else that this is applicable to. What they want to know is if excuse me, if the daughter or the person rendering the care is properly using the funds for mom's care, or are they taking it and using it for their own use?
And the daughter says, no, mom and I have had this agreement for years and years and years, and we've been doing this for years and years and years, and it's all okay. Who are they going to ask to talk to?
Well, they're going to want to talk to mom alone. They're going to want to talk to the daughter alone also, but first they want to talk to the mom alone outside the presence of the daughter.
So the daughter doesn't get to go back and talk to mom with them?
No, not usually.
Okay, so the nice person from Adult Protective Services goes back and talks to mom and asks mom a couple questions and says to mom, is it okay with you if your daughter takes $1,000 a month to pay for your care here. And the daughter said, and the mother says, oh, I don't have a daughter. Or the mother says, I never told my daughter she could have my money. Or the mother says, well, go talk to my husband who's in the other room. The husband has been deceased for 5 years. Right. Or things like that. Does the daughter have a problem?
The daughter has a very serious potential problem because there is a body of law in the state of California which deals with elder abuse, financial and physical elder abuse. And it carries with it criminal and civil penalties. So if there is some wrongdoing, then the daughter has a serious, serious problem.
Even though they had an agreement, but it was verbal, right?
That's right.
There's a solution to this problem. And again, if you're single, you need to listen to this. There's a solution to this problem. It's called a personal care contract or a life care contract. It may have other names. What is it, and how does it work, and why does it work?
Well, it's a written agreement which memorializes the agreement between mom and daughter in your example. And it says basically that I promise to pay you X amount of dollars for rendering the following services. And it could be shopping for groceries. It could be cleaning the house, any number of things. But the bottom line is it is written, it's in written form, it's a binding contract, and it was made at a time when mom was perfectly competent.
So if mom and daughter had done this when mom moved into the house, when mom was still competent, and said, look, I'm going to pay you $1,000 a month in exchange for you running errands for me, making sure I've got food, clothing, and shelter, right, making sure I get to the doctor, making sure whatever. Then when that nice man knocked on the door, the daughter could have showed them the personal care contract, and the problems would have gone away.
Absolutely.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how essential is this for single people to have?
It's absolutely essential. Absolutely essential.
And so if you're the child of a single person, if you are a single person, and you know, lots of people say, well, my daughter or my son or whatever has agreed to take care of me when I get older. It's imperative that that agreement be in writing, because when later on you can't say that's what I wanted, you could be causing a lot of problems for your children or your grandchildren or whoever's taking care of you. I appreciate you listening to this segment. If you want more information, you can look at below us here. The telephone number's on the screen. Give us a call. Be happy to talk to you. The consultation, the phone call is free. Just give me a call, and we'd be happy to tell you how you can protect yourself and your family. Make sure you look at the other segments found on this website. Thank you for being with us.